Man, getting interrupted in the game and outside the game, what a shame. That rhymed. This guy gives you a new mechanic. I just said no to everything. O-powers are something that you can use from your Pokenav, whatever, the thingy. And it kind of manipulates some of the factors in the game. If we go over here to the Pokemart, somebody has something for us. Yeah, I do. Skydrop is a 2-turn move. It acts kind of like Fly, except you take the opponent with you. I don't know a whole lot about it because I don't really use Skydrop. And something we missed. If you look closely and take advantage of the way things move on the map in 3D, you can find an item behind this sign. Very helpful. Not really. We aren't really going to use X items in this playthrough, but that doesn't matter. Not sure if we went over this yet, but there are a ton of new storefronts, locations, and businesses for us to explore while we're in Mauville. We're not going to do it just yet. There is a very important place that you should visit, however, like right when you get into town. Near the east entrance of Mauville City is Rydel's Cycle Shop. You'll want to go here as soon as you possibly can and talk to Mr. Rydel over here. No, I'm just kidding. Why don't we talk to the underling first? I'm learning about bikes while I work here. If you need advice on how to ride your bike, there are a couple of handbooks in the back. Yeah, I'm good. Once you learn how to ride a bike, you know what they say. Well, what do we have here? A most energetic customer. Yeah, why, are you a customer? Me? You may call me Rydel. I'm the owner of this cycle shop. Oh, shit. Your running shoes. They're awfully filthy. Did you come from far away? I guess. I mean, the way we traveled around to get here, yeah, it's far away, but if you look at the map, it's not very, You're saying you came all the way from Little Root. Yeah, it's right there. We could have literally, like, Route 102, Route 103, boom, we're already there on Route 110, and then, hey, we're right here. It's easy, right? My goodness, that's ridiculously far. If you had one of my bikes, you could go anywhere easily while feeling the gentle caress of the wind. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a bike. Oh, wait a second. I forgot to tell you that there are two kinds of bikes. They are the mock bike and the acro bike. Mock bikes are for cyclists who want to feel the wild, blowing wind as they ride. Acro bikes are for those who prefer a technical ride. I'm a real sweetheart, so you can have whichever one you like. Which one will you choose? On principle, I would choose mock bike just for, get around a little bit quicker. However, the acro bike. With the acro bike in hand, we register it in our key items, allowing us quick access. We can do wheelies with this thing, which you cannot do with the mock bike. Oh, wow, looks like we can do a stoppie too. That's cool. And then if you hold your wheelie, you'll start hopping. Exploring the city a little bit will be to great reward. We cannot access the majority of the second floor yet. That isn't until later in the game. However, we are able to go up to the third floor. And on the third floor, you can actually see into the central plaza, which is pretty cool. See this man in a tuxedo? This man knows about repetition. Hey kid, listen to this. I got this here metronome that was used by a super famous musician. If you're really desperate, I guess I could let it go for, say, 1,000 poke. How about it? Yeah, we'll buy it, fine. Metronome is an item that makes your Pokemon's move get slowly more powerful the more times in a row that you use it. Sure, I could have given it to you for nothing, but that ain't how the world works, eh? It'll get stronger and stronger. Just keep chipping away. I should have said, that super famous musician I mentioned. Me. I'm just too popular for my own good lately. I'm not an idol or anything, but I gotta dress like this whenever I leave the house or I get clobbered by fans and paparazzi. Something tells me to use the dowsing machine up here. This one wound up being a little predictable if you ask me. Because if there is anywhere I would look for an item hidden or not, it would have been under one of these. This fucker right here that we already passed by. Hey Squirt, you like Pokemon? Sure. You really like them? Yeah. Would you even say you love them? Smash. You'd say you really love them? Pass. Then I'll give you this. Here, take it. You may obtain a PokeToy. No, you cannot use it in Pokemon Ami to make your Pokemon happy like you should. You can just run from battle with it. It allows you to run from a battle like a Pokédoll. I was born and raised in Sinnoh, while my boy lives off in Kanto. My grandson is a designer in Kalos. My great-grandson is off dreaming in Unova. Our family is scattered all over the place, but I don't feel too lonely as long as I've got this little fella by my side. Maratite, tight. Let's see how predictable this hidden item is gonna be, because... Wait a second, we get interrupted. What's going on? Okay, and please... what? Okay. A mighty fine nugget. All yours now. Hope it pans out for you. That's a bad pun. I know it's gold. There's nothing funny about nuggets. What? Where did you go? Is this stolen? Anyways, you have to be walking from that direction for that cutscene to happen, I do believe. Hey, look at that. Another predictable hidden item. Other one, Max Repel. This one, a luxury ball. Max Repels are not worth the price versus Super Repels. Don't buy them. Super Repels are the best deal. That is about all the third floor has to offer us. So let's go back downstairs. I believe we're able to challenge the gym already. However, I'm going to do something else first. The west exit of Mauville, over here, leads to our next destination. First, Route 117. Route 117 is kind of special. Not only that we get berries here. Wait a second, berries! Berries! Oh, shit. Kind of sad day for Mighty Enna. Well, that was rude. And that was double rude. Triple rude and quadruple rude. Okay, so the RNG punished me for juking it like that. We're not having this shit today. Yeah, that is so typical. Thank you. Thank you for saving me the trouble. In order to properly punish these heads of dicks, we're gonna show a little disrespect. Just like the game showed to us. You some disrespectful ass bitches. Man, our berries! Oh. 7 berries. 7 berries. 7 berries. Triple sevens, and yet my luck is not feeling all that great right now. Route 117 is kind of special in spite of looking like it's not. This is the Pokemon Daycare. You can have your Pokemon stay here, and they will be artificially leveled up, and that's also where the breeding happens. So, if you are trying to breed your Pokemon, that is the place you would take them. Doduo is a normal flying type Pokemon. I'm pretty sure it's flying type. I know it's a flightless bird and all, but this game doesn't make any sense. Man, these people don't pay very well for these frickin' battles. One of the version differences present in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and also the originals, is the encounter rates for Volbeat and Illumise, which are 2 Pokemon you can encounter on this route. Speaking of changes throughout the generations, son of a breeder who is annoying and I don't like. The layout of this route changed in Pokemon Emerald version, where it was modified by one tile, so you would be able to go back and forth on your bicycle here, literally straight on a one-tile path in between Mauville and Verdanturf. This was likely done to facilitate faster egg hatching, more than likely. That kid running around is just really annoying. What's up? What do you think? Aren't these flowers pretty? I planted them all. You know what? They are pretty, and I won't step on them, just for you. It's a hidden path. I think there is some kind of item, maybe? Oh, yes there is. A very, very strange sparkly stone. A Mawilite. Some of you may already know what this is for. We're not going to spoil it. And you also find a Repel next to that. How cool. If we wade through the tall grass, we find a great ball! Yay! Behind this cut bush, there is a revive. Damn it, why does this keep happening? Once a bug catcher, and now a bug maniac, but my love for Pokemon remains unchanged. I don't feel safe around this guy. Derek, how do you think I pay these bills? Do you think I pay him by being a bitch? Because you're right. And the rich only get richer. My ineptitude also remains unchanged. You can say that again. Another 420 Poke. What are they trying to tell us? Fuck! I keep doing this! You are not gonna like where this is going, buddy. This is not a good day for Aaron, who is not a Aaron. Go straight to hell. At level 20, Zigzagoon evolves into Linoon, also a normal type Pokemon. Now that we're done with all that bullshit, let's go to Verdanturf Town. Let's heal up first. We have an interesting example of a side quest in this game. This girl over here. My Shroomish got lost. It disappeared around the sign. Where did it go? She didn't mean that sign. Okay. There it is. I hate your kind. Keep a better watch on this thing. These fucking things are menaces. Thank you for finding my Shroomish. I'll give you this. I just found it and it has a strange shape and it looks amazing. May obtain the intriguing stone. Huh. Why do I feel like there's a rich guy I want to show this to? Just to rub it in his face. Yeah, what do you think about this stone? It's pretty intriguing, don't ya? You still think you're better than me? As a president you can trust, I regret to inform you that is a Pidgeotite. You don't have a keystone. It's worthless. For the last time, get the fuck out of my office. Security is on the way. Shit, guys. You never did tell me what kind of panties you were wearing. So you still want to go on a date? Friendly reminder that this girl here gives you a free berry every day. We seem to have missed some hidden items here on Route 116. And it's right there. A super potion. A battle. Your effect spore. Press A to pound. You can sell these respawning mushrooms to grind a little bit of money. You won't really use them for anything else, as far as I know. Don't sell the heart scales. Fun fact, in Japanese, nuggets are GoldBallz, which is a joke in Japanese for someone's, well, balls. There's nothing funny about nuggets! Ball mushrooms are worth respawn hunting because it sells for 6,250 Poke each. You know, I did not show this off yet, but some of these valuable items do respawn, such as the mushrooms, because, well, mushrooms grow. This is another one that respawns.
Ahoy! We've hit land in Slateport. You go on and tell me if and ever you want to set sail again, lass.
Well, we may never see you again. Explore this beach with the item finder. Dowsing machine. It used to be called the item finder. You find an ether over here. It's well worth your time, and as you can see, even in areas you've already explored, it is worth your time, because some items respawn, like the mushrooms that you can sell. Oh. Well, that one should have been very obvious. Dude, there's like a heart scale just like sitting right next to you. Are you sure you don't want... Did you drop this? Okay. Timing is everything. Well, I guess timing was good for Kiwi to get a level up. Yeah, get away from me, man. You're fucking drunk. There's an item literally inside this umbrella pole. A heart scale. Another one. And another one of these. Aw, man, it's always in front of the tubes. We can access the cycling road at this point in time, but there's not a whole lot of reason for us to do so. We will be level grinding later, however, so it will be a good opportunity to do that. And by level grinding, I mean there are new teammates who we have not seen yet. You see, in Generation 6, we can just bicycle straight through. No problem. Well, it says this is Wanda's house, so we're gonna make good on our promise and collect, like we said we would. This is a nice house. My daughter's boyfriend is a very driven and passionate sort of person. He's been digging a tunnel non-stop just so he can see my daughter. My daughter is a little concerned, so she goes out to the tunnel a lot. Oh, so you did come to visit. If you're looking for Wally, though, I'm afraid he's gone. After he lost you in Mauville, he said he had to train more, and we haven't seen him since. Must be his Pokemon that have lit such a fire in that boy and given him so much hope to live for. I really hope that it is something to live for, and not... I feel kind of bad now. You know, it really felt nice to show that old man who's boss, even if he did kind of insult us and sort of spit in our face after that, but, you know, it's whatever. We're still in Verdanturf town, living our best life, and before we move on, I want to go on some super fun facts. Verdanturf has changed population 3 times in the main series games. In Ruby and Sapphire, it was 29, making it the biggest town. In Emerald, it went down to 24. It dropped it to 3rd place when previously it was the biggest town in Hoenn. And in Oros, it is 27, tied for 1st with Lava Ridge. Really weird, I know. In Pokemon Emerald, instead of a contest hall, there was a battle tent, and since it was slightly smaller than the contest hall, there was actually a visual glitch where you were able to see the edges of map assets that were not properly meshed in. In the Pokemart, I don't know if I actually did this last time. Ball, ball, nest ball, 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 luxury ball. This is a song I learned from a strange person in red clothes when I went to Kalos. There is a theory that she is talking about a Team Flare grunt. I think it's high time we find out what this Rusturf tunnel is all about. First things first, dowsing machine. Always dowsing machine. If we take the south exit right here, instead of go all the way through, we wind up on Route 116. There's a hidden item. Right there. Good lord. Black glasses. And it's interesting, because we didn't talk to this guy first, but if we did... I dropped my glasses. Can you help me find them? Those glasses, may I see them for a second? Those are black glasses. That boosts the power of dark-type moves, by the way. They're not what I'm looking for. Maybe my glasses aren't around here. And he just leaves. There's an HP up here. Not a hidden item. It's a Pokeball, but my fat-ass head is covering it. And besides a weird indent in the wall, maybe with the right Pokemon move. God, if I had a nickel for every time I said that. What do you call a man who lives among the mountain crags? A mountain man, right? So why don't they call a Pokemon that climbs steep Jobs, steep cliffs, a Pokragmon? A Pokragmon. Shut up. I made a visit to the Name Raider and changed the names of some of our Pokemon. If you have to figure out what the Pochita joke is about, well, this channel may not be the right place for you. Here we have a Swellow Fellow. We have a Max Ether up here. We have to defeat Watson before we can use Rock Smash. Yay! That leaves us with only one thing left to do. Farming more berries, of course. I'm gonna buy a few TMs really quick. We're going to be using those later, but not for what's next. Okay, I lied a little bit. We will be discussing some of the stuff that's here. This used to be the game corner. Oh man. Okay, hold on. Hold on. This guy gives you some special stuff. Thank you, thank you. I can tell they are happy too. This used to be the game corner. They had to remove it because of the European Union having something to say about gambling. People used to come to my place and play games like crazy. Good times. Sigh. Times change. You notice how he said I had to close it for reasons you don't need to know in the first part? Yeah, that's what it's about. This is another one. You can increase your Pokemon's happiness. Whichever Pokemon is at the head of your party, you can increase its happiness. I think Kiwi is at maximum happiness, which only makes sense. Let's give Sandy some love. You can get a free massage once per day. Reflexology. Would you like me to give your Nincada a treatment? Hey, his name's Sandy. Be nice. Yes, please. Okay then, guess I'll get started on that massage. That's it, I'm all done here. The massage made your Pokemon a little bit more friendly toward you, it seems. I don't think my Pokemon love me as much as you think they do. I am curious what this is, I kind of forgot all about it. Would you like to trade Pokemiles for prizes? How many do I have? 0. I think Pokemiles are actually based on how much you walk around in the game, or something like that. No, how much you walk around with your 3DS in your pocket. We're able to buy more TMs here at the Pokemart. I'm actually going to get my hands on a couple of them. Power Up Punch is one that I really want. The rest of them I am going to leave for later, but these are actually pretty good TMs to stock up on right now. Also, buy Pokeballs 10 at a time, not in multiples of 10, but 10 at a time for any Pokeball, and you'll get a free Premier Ball. These do not stack as you go, so if you buy 10 Pokeballs, you'll get 1 Premier Ball. If you buy 20 Pokeballs in the same purchase, you'll also only get 1 Premier Ball. It's dumb, I know. With all that in mind, I think the next thing we should do, logically, is challenge at the gym. Except we're going to save that for next time. So again, a big thank you for watching. If you enjoy my content, please leave a like and leave a comment telling me how your day is. If you think my content is trash, block and delete. You know the drill. See you soon, guys. Don't fuck with orcas, man.